What up? It's Cody P, Social Me with the Author Authority, and in tonight's video, I sure have a treat for you. So, quick heads up on where I'm at. I recently, within the last month, quit my job so I can do content creation full time. Well, during that time, RSD Derek came out with his premier product, the 10 Commandments of Game. And in thinking of how I could still get my hands on a copy, I offered to review it for him. And he allowed me access. So here we are today, and oh my goodness, strap right in. This one is a trip. So for those of you who follow me but don't know RSD, it is Real Social Dynamics. And let me tell you, who would name their company Real Social Dynamics? Somebody who specializes in real social dynamics. The type of things these guys talk about, humans don't really like to acknowledge, or if they do acknowledge, it's some kind of dirty secret. Well, these guys do it for a profession. And all the instructors are extra boss daddy pimps who teach guys how to get a dating life, how to get a girlfriend, how to pick up chicks at a club, and eventually work on yourself to cultivate the ultimate life that it is for you. And they're switching over to self-help, but they've had one secret underground character. He's the super soldier, the underground boss of RSD, who teaches more boot camps than anybody, so I'm told. And the dude is, he's hardcore. The truth lies with him, and thus his product, the 10 Commandments of Game by RSD Derek. So there's a lot to unpack there. The first half of the program is all like inner game stuff. And this is an info course. It's an online product on, well, it's a pickup product, but it's so much more than how to pick up girls. It's all encompassing. And the first half is inner game. And so that's funny because Derek doesn't really advocate inner game. He doesn't believe in like self-love and just tell yourself you're good enough and one of these days you will be. He actually starts from the bottom up. One of my favorite parts of the program is the Inner Game Bible. And he breaks down evolutionary psychology, each step of psychology and how it is best to handle it so you can take control of your own mind. And the second commandment is to answer the 3 sacred questions. So this is still part of the first half inner game section. And the 3 sacred questions, you're gonna laugh hearing this, but I equate it very similarly to Jordan Peterson's future authoring program. Whoa, a pickup product like Jordan Peterson? Well, again, this is it's a pickup product, but it's so much more. It's how to organize yourself as a man. This course is not for women. If there's a single woman customer, she's doing it for her man. Like, this is a masculine product. So yeah, the first half is just inner game. You deconstruct yourself, and he even prescribes locking yourself in a bathroom for 48 hours. No phone, no computer, just a fucking notebook and your thoughts. And so you really need to ask yourself these very poignant questions that he asks in the 3 sacred questions to architect the life that you desire. And furthermore, who you are deep down and how you want to display that in the world. So the questions that he asks are very deep, very personal, and are meant to be expanded upon for a very long time, similar to Jordan Peterson's future authoring program. But then he guides you by the hand also on how to pick up women. For me, I'm already in a relationship, and a pretty good one, honestly. If I had kids with this girl and we were to settle down and get married, wouldn't be the end of my life. I'd be happy to do so. However, I am also starting a business from the ground up. And the tactics are the same. The inner game, the mind state, the momentum, the social momentum of getting out and meeting people. And then Derek is the best at screening, I would say. And so that's how he differs from other RSD instructors, like RSD Max. I also had the Natural. And that course has 11 hours of in-field. And Max is very personable, he's very relatable. He's kind of an idiot on the outside, so if he can do it, you can do it too, right? His product is very attainable and very easy, but also a beast. Well, RSD Derek's course is not so attainable, and it doesn't have any infield. It's just illustrations. It's really well illustrated, but it doesn't show his face one single time. It actually, in fact, has illustrations of him over the top of biblical images at the Last Supper of Jesus or upon the Shepherd's Hill and commanding the crowd and telling them what to do. It's biblical in proportion, though. These laws are not to be broken if you want a high status, fuck middle class, baller style life. I mean, yo, I already knew this course was going to be dope when I offered to review it. I'm just thankful he gave me a copy. So we've covered kind of how it's like Jordan Peterson in how you will architect your future life. We've covered how it differs from products like The Natural. One of the advantages that it has in being illustrated and having cartoons basically for all of his portion of the commandments is that it can be very, very graphic as well. So on top of Derek being a really hardcore dude, he's also illustrated it blatantly. There's illustrations of men jerking off with their tears and crying and like having gay sex because you don't get girls if you don't obey these commandments. And so at the beginning of every commandment, he'll say, you know, the first commandment or the second commandment is, thou shalt answer the 3 sacred questions. What happens if you disobey this commandment? And then it goes into brutal detail of like, you know, if you're not good enough for the girl, well, somebody's happy to take her, you know? And it really illustrates how badly your life can go if you don't follow these, especially if you know better of yourself. So there's no such thing as like, you know, once you've seen the other side, you've seen it, you can't deny it. And so this program will open your eyes brutally. So that being said, with Derek as the super soldier of RSD, well, half of his class, showing my titties here. So half of the class course is actually by almost all other people. So he does about half of the course, and including the 10 Commandments core. So he does the core modules that are illustrated, that are brutal, that are meant to really kick you in the ass and not leave any room for anything that's not self-accountability. The first law is thou shalt worship no false gods before you. Sorry, Derek, I'm giving away 2 of your commandments here, but you can expand on it way, 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 way better than I can. Get the program! Get it! I already knew it was dope. I'm just lucky he gave it to me. All I can do is relay the message, but it's a very selfish product. He advocates pretty strongly against the middle class, and he hangs out with high-level ballers, champions. One of the secret modules is with Brandon Carter, and yo, they talk to each other like high-level athletes. They're champions. They don't have time for thoughts that are gonna slow them down and keep them in the middle class. They started with less, and fuck this, they want more, and this product will help you achieve the same. Half of it is by his assistant Sean. So the core is by him, the illustrated part, and then the supplement is by Sean. And these are a godsend. The Sean parts are actually longer and more detailed, much more detailed. Sean's really well thought out. And not that Derek's not, but he can really, really explain it for somebody who's just in shock after listening to Derek. Sean's got the science part of things down, and he can take you by the hand and explain it to you and tell you logically why this is really what you should be doing and how it's going to benefit you. The other half of the class is Derek interviewing other Real Social Dynamics instructors and success stories from his past. The 3 sacred Bibles, like the Inner Game Bible, the Building Your Elite Life Bible, and then the Dealing with Cockblocks Bible. I mean, I like the fact that it's in writing. It's, again, another screening mechanism. If you don't have the discipline to sit there and read a book and internalize a text, as humans have done for thousands of years, then you don't deserve success. Furthermore, you can just pull it up and reference it pretty much on a given notice moment once you get to know the papers. One of these days, I'd love to have a leather-bound version of the Inner Game Bible that I could peruse through at my leisure and mark. It's really good. It's well thought out psychology. It's not a mistake that I compared him to Jordan Peterson. He's on the same intellectual dark web. But the advantage to rolling with Derek over Jordan Peterson or even RSD Max is that Derek is not here to bullshit you. And you can tell that from the get. He's on it. Derek is in this game to be brutally honest and tell you the truth. And it's not pretty to listen to. The dude spells out some nasty shit. And there's no better way to spell it out. I'm so thankful. The reason that I wanted to get this program so badly and the reason that I'd like to take a boot camp so badly is because I don't know that there's gonna be another mentor like him. He's that brutal. He's unreplicatable. Like, it's worth me to watch this even while I'm in a relationship because I don't know that anybody else would have the balls to tell it like he does. Just on a bit of a serious note here. And I did a whole nother version of this video where I was doing the 10 Commandments of game in front of churches, and almost as though I was kind of worshiping Derek. But the thing is it's not about worshiping Derek. He shows you how to be the own God of your own life, the architect of your life, so you can design your life and lead the people in your life to live better and defend them from harm and like deliberately cause tests so you can show your dominance and so that you can just absolutely reign supreme. Who this class is not for. Honestly, if you are a little soft around the edges at all, like if you're not full on hardcore balls out ready to rock, don't watch this program. This program is not for you if you're not going to take action, because you're just going to listen to this guy berate you in the middle class life that you're bound to live. And if you don't do anything about it, it's going to haunt you. You're going to know better. And so you have to step up. Otherwise, not only do you fail, you know you failed, because this class is here to spell it out for you, of course. If you want to dominate pretty much everywhere you go and work in tandem with other high-level leaders and ballers, and when he says the own architect of your own life, he means a relationship that is 98% on your accord, 2% on hers. And why is that? Because people in general like to be led. It's going to make you a leader. It's going to give you the power. Therefore, if you don't see any leader in the room, you might as well assume it's you. And if you do see the leader in the room, that's a good opportunity to pair up and make some good things happen. So this is RSD's final dating product. I've got several other products of theirs. And honestly, I've found a wife-worthy woman at this point in my life. And I've had a lot of fun and made a lot of really good connections. I can work a room really, really awesome. I recommend pretty much any of their products. So if you want me to do another RSD review, drop a comment down below. Or if you hate me and this is something that you absolutely hate, fuck it, drop a comment then too, no problem. Until then, if you're looking to get your life handled, it may still be on sale when you watch this video. I would click the link down below and get moving with your life. If you're on the fence about whether or not you should do it, if you already have another RSD product, but you're looking for more, this is the perfect supplement. I've already got the natural, I've already seen the infield, and I've already had some really good times, but Derek is gonna take it to the next level. He tells you things that you didn't think were possible, and it's a pretty good idea to sign up. So I got a link below if this is something you've been thinking about. Yeah, I mean, it's fully savage. It has no mercy on anybody, and that's really refreshing in today's coddled world. I don't know if there'll be another product like it. I haven't heard anybody speak like this guy before. Next up for me is to join the Brotherhood and to see what he's got going on there, because he does actually have like a group where you can get some kind of, not necessarily one-on-one mentoring, but direct feedback in the group, and as well as roll with other high-level ballers who hang out in that group. It's a digital group, the Brotherhood, and I've been a part of other Facebook groups like this. But this is paid only access. It's really expensive to be a part of. But if it's people with this kind of mind state who value results over anything, then that's the type of shit that I want to be a part of. And you know, a boot camp would be really, really the way to do it. It's because I went out tonight for the first time since I got the product. And you know, I've been in a relationship for a long time, and I'm in a very academic phase of my life. I've been studying a lot and starting my own business right now from the ground up, my first business. I know I'm a little old compared to some of the ballers who watch this shit who started it, but and so I've been kind of in chode mode, and this shit it's kind of saving my relationship at the moment, because it's forcing me to figure out what I really want and stand up instead of being wishy-washy and leaving room for miscommunications and arguments. And so, yeah, I already owe Derek a lot. Even being in a relationship, it's still got utility. And that's about it. I think I'm rambling. So I've dropped a link down below if you're interested in the program. Check out the Brotherhood. I'll put a link for that as well. But if you want a boot camp or anything like that, that's something you're gonna have to look into yourself. I'm just here to review the program, as I said I would. So, boom. Really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe for more. I'm reviewing books that are similar to this, that are as much non-bullshit as possible. I've been reading books from the RSD Derek program, and I'll be reviewing some of those in the future. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and smash subscribe. Definitely like the video. Be sick if you left a comment too. Let me know what I can do better for next time, or any questions that you do have down below. Thanks so much. I'm Cody P with Cody P Social Media and the Author Authority, and we'll see you guys for the next fucking round.